Hello there. Welcome to Sumit Academy. You are here because you desire to learn or maybe are curious about certain topics and terms. Well, that's exactly what my channel is all about. So do subscribe now so that you do not miss out on any video which may interest you. In this video, we shall talk about the concept of Citizens' Charter. This was first introduced in the United Kingdom in 1991 to streamline the administration and make it citizen friendly. A charter is generally defined as a written document delivered by the sovereign or the legislature. A citizen's charter is a micro concept in the sense that it is invoked by an organization. Magna Carta, which means the Great Charter, is one of the most important documents in history as it established the principle that everyone is subject to the law, even the king, and guarantees the rights of individuals, the right to justice, and the right to a fair trial. Citizens' Charter is a significant influence in the efforts undertaken by the Government of India to make the administration citizen-friendly, open, transparent, sensitive, and accountable. It is based on the recognition that all public services are paid for by individual citizens, either directly or through taxes. Therefore, they are entitled to expect high quality services responsive to their needs and, of course, provided efficiently at a reasonable cost. Key aspects of the Charter are its requirements that public agencies publish commitments to standards of service, that there be independent monitoring and publication of standards achieved, and that mechanisms be established through which the customer can achieve the satisfaction when standards are not met. The Charter covers all public services and aims at demanding from the government and services organization such as the post office, railways, and banks accountability, transparency, quality, and choice of services provided by them to the people. All these organizations promise rendering of services to the citizens within a specified time frame and conforming to a certain standard. But the sanction behind the Citizens' Charter is moral and nothing else. The proclaiming agency makes it absolutely explicit that it is not justifiable. A citizen cannot sue an organization for not abiding by its self-proclaimed standard of services embodied in a citizen's charter. So what was the rationale behind the Citizens' Charter? The latest trend, is reinventing government in terms of set recipes for good, efficient, and effective governance. The Citizens' Charter is one such mode of governance. The first reason was the onset of globalization, which led to the growing importance of opening up the economy and, of course, at the arrival of the transnational corporations. Secondly, the domestic administration, because of tough competition with its foreign counterparts, especially in sectors like banking, insurance, and housing, was compelled to upgrade and develop itself. The third reason is that the people's belief in government and bureaucracy was eroded because the World Bank sponsored governance campaign altered the conventional approach to public administration by providing a critique of public bureaucracy. The World Bank feels that the civil services all over the world must change their present attitude of aggrandizement, arrogance, and aloofness and become really civil in their dealing with the citizens and service to the society. The fourth reason is that the citizen today, due to the rule of law and democracy, expect the public servant to be impartial, honest, responsive, fair and competent in the performance of his official duties. Now, how will the establishment of Citizens' Charter help in good governance? Firstly, by revamping people's faith and confidence in the administration by providing effective channels for redressal of citizens' grievances. Secondly, it will ensure a speedy and cheap remedy to the aggrieved. Thirdly, the various administrative arrangements made in the government departments have not satisfied the citizens. Therefore, it is believed that the very existence of the Citizens' Charter would act as a deterrent to acts of maladministration. As per government guidelines for the formation and implementation of the Citizens' Charter, the banking sector was first identified. It was chosen keeping in view that this sector was fairly advanced in terms of customer dealings. Three major nationalized banks, namely Punjab National Bank, Punjab and Sindh Bank, and the Oriental Bank of Commerce, were selected for this purpose. But what are the demerits of Citizens' Charter? See, everything has, if it has got merits, the demerits automatically follow. In this era of liberalization, privatization, and globalization, the Citizens' Charter is also means to advocate continued commitment to privatization and competition, the marketization of public services, and withdrawal of government and state from its unnecessary burden in the name of welfareism. Not much progress has been made in fulfillment of these objectives. Though the Citizens' Charter has been adapted by a large number of ministries, departments, and organizations at the central and state level. The Citizens' Charter in India has not been as successful as expected. The first demerit concerns disclosure of information. The review and assessment of 80 Citizens' Charter by the Public Affairs Center, which works for independent scrutiny of the state structures, revealed that in most of the charters, service agency standards were not displayed. However, the ones where the services were displayed, 50% of the users considered them as average or poor. Charters sadly had a negligible influence on the quality of services. Dissemination of information empowers customers, and the Citizens' Charter is all about empowerment of users of public services. The information about charters is not complete or user-friendly. Our public programs have not yet found effective ways to communicate or educate the people about their value and relevance. The second demerit deals with quality or standards of service. maximum customers remain dissatisfied with the quality of the service as well as with the way their problem was dealt with by the concerned staff after their complaint. Yes, and you may be one of them. Very few customers admitted that after complaining, their problem was resolved. That too not easily, but after multiple visits to concerned agencies. There is a lack of awareness about the existence of the Citizens Charter. Users are also not aware of the nodal officers for the Citizens Charter in all the agencies. The means adopted for the publicity of the Charter is unorganized and conducted with a half-hearted approach. Very few customers have actually seen or read a charter. Have you seen a citizen's charter on a government website? Very few of us have. Right. What you may be thinking of now is the small little poster every organization has started putting up as the rights and duties of the customer. That is not the Citizens Charter. The Citizens Charter has to be a detailed document and has to be displayed on the website. Do go on the website of leading Indian government departments, banks, and other organizations and see if you can find the Citizens Charter there. Now, the informal sector has been excluded from the Citizens Charter. The Indian labour market is characterized by the existence of a large informal sector, but welfare benefits are directed towards a small protected workforce in the formal sector. Illiteracy, ignorance, and poverty of this vast majority sadly responsible to keep them away from this policy initiative. Now, this is against the principle of inclusive governance. Right, so how do we conclude? In conclusion, we may say that good governance mandates that administration must be accessible, transparent, and accountable. The taxpayer citizen has every right to question whether he is getting his money's worth. The need of the hour is to popularize and strengthen the charters to emphasize that citizens are more important than the organization. Well, that's all from me in this video. Hope it will be useful for you in your endeavor. Do like this video and subscribe to my channel now so that you don't miss out on my previous or future videos. And in case you wish to, do drop in a line at sumitacademy20@gmail.com. Till later then, cheers.